Hey,
How's it going?
good. Wait, I was trying to get you to come through. Is it better if I have like a microphone and everything?
I don't. I'm just using my computer's one.
Okay, I just did a podcast before and they said, oh no, they said make sure you use headphones. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been told that. So yeah, that's why I've got headphones on. But we're not worrying about microphones. It's pretty bare bones operation.
Yeah, so how many have you done so far?
Uh, this you're my fourth. So
Cool.
I've done one with Tilly, Fritz. Did
Yeah.
one with Romy and Lachlan Morris. I did him the other day.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
great little lineup. Cool.
yeah. I'm stoked that like you guys have been down to do it. It's,
Yeah, why not, really?
yeah, that's
Not, not much else going on.
exactly.
Not that that's the only reason I'm said yes, but
Got no better
um,
options.
no, it's not what I meant.
No, that's fine. It's what have you been up to?
Um, Music life or just life in
Oh,
general?
I don't know anything because you're in Melbourne, aren't you now?
Yeah, so we're in
Fully locked
yeah,
down.
obviously locked down, but I'm working in disability care, so I do that like part time.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. You still got
Yeah, so I
that.
just go to work and hang out at home with my housemates, and we've got a little studio set up, which is what I'm in.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Is that where you've done a few of your live videos? Like I've seen Instagram and stuff recently.
I haven't actually done any in here, no.
Oh, true. Oh, was
Mostly
one
in
in
the
a,
kitchen
or
and the
yeah, a
bathroom.
bathtub or something. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
has
what
the
I'm
best
thinking of.
acoustics, and there's some nice tiled walls.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
pretty plain looking, this room. Yeah,
Nice. Well, congrats on the new EP release. It
thank
sounds
you.
awesome.
Yeah, it feels
How
really good to have it out.
yeah, was it strange releasing it like during this time?
Yeah, it definitely has been different. Yeah, that I haven't had that kind of that physical celebration where I actually play to people, to an audience, and
Yeah.
it feels more real. The only thing I can liken it to is I remember when I graduated from university, and my parents like made me do the actual graduation where you go with your hat and and I was like, oh, I'm actually really glad I did that, because before it didn't feel real finishing university, and now that I've done this ceremony, it feels real.
Yeah,
So I
right.
think I sort of missed the ceremony in a
Because
way.
I've missed out on my actual uni ceremony that was supposed to
Oh, you
be
did.
this year. So
Yeah. What did you graduate in?
music.
Oh, cool. Me
Yeah.
too.
Oh, nice. So you went
Yeah.
to the con.
Yep.
Yeah. When did you graduate?
Good. 2013.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you do? You singing or guitar or?
No, I majored in voice. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Because
But I
the
don't know how. Oh, you go.
oh, I was just gonna say the guitar playing on the new EP is just great. I love it.
Oh, cool. Which guitar? The lead guitar?
Well, all of it. Like,
All of
obviously,
it.
I love
Great.
the progressions. Like, the songwriting is great. Is it you doing the lead stuff too?
No, that's Shanna, my housemate. They
Oh,
just left, actually. I should have got them to come say hi.
sweet.
But that Shanna does a lot of the lead, and then also Matt Taylor, my drummer. He's also a great guitarist, so he wrote and recorded the guitars for a lot of the guitars in Half Light and Dead or Alive are him. and then Shanna's kind of the rest of it, and then I'm doing the
Yeah,
rhythm guitar.
I love the Flying V that you have.
Yeah, that's a fun guitar. Yeah.
It's badass.
Yeah, it actually I didn't record any of the EP with it, and I haven't even got it with me in Melbourne, which is a shame. It's in Newcastle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it the other day. I was writing a little piece and thinking about why I play it, and I remembered it was because I saw Cat Power play. She used to play one
Ah,
in the 90s,
that's cool.
and I remember seeing her on a YouTube clip, being like, "That's so cool! I want to play that."
It looks yeah, it looks great. I reckon it's awesome.
It
It
sounds good.
does.
Importantly,
Well, yeah. More importantly, the
yeah.
hope that you can tell it does. And you got a, is that like a 339? That other one, that other Gibson I've seen you playing?
Yeah, yeah. So that was the first electric guitar I bought because I'd always just played acoustic, and I wanted something that had like a warmth and body to it. Like I found it sort of scary going from playing acoustic to playing a Telecaster or even a Strat. Like I guess the sound is a little thinner. It's like a bit more top end, whereas I wanted that warmth, and I found that in the Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got
And I
that
got a loan for it.
quality. Oh,
It's expensive.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
Expensive taste.
Because I guess most of your writing is done on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, all of those songs were done on acoustic, or I have a little nylon string that I write with. Sometimes I just write in my head, like melodies and lyrics, and then I'll take it back and try and figure out chords that go with it.
That's cool. I've never
Mm.
written melodies in my head, I don't think. Like lyrics always popping into my head that I'm jotting down and referring to
Okay.
later when I'm playing guitar. But
And do you
not
find
melody.
when, like, it's when you're in kind of busy places or somewhere that's really, like, I get a lot of inspiration at parties and where there's lots of things going on and people's lives, and someone will say
Yeah.
something, that's a great line, and I have to write that down.
It's happened to me before. Like I've put stuff down like drunk in my phone, and then a few days later I found it in my notes. And I'm like, I don't remember writing this, so I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, or why did I bother writing that
Yeah.
down? It's
The other way around.
yeah, I've woken up in the middle of the night a few times and been like, I've got to like record this melody and these lyrics, and then gotten up and recorded it on my phone and then listened to it in the morning, and it's just absolute funny gibberish
Oh,
and terrible.
really?
Mostly, yeah.
That's so funny because you'd sort of think, I don't know, from what I would think that those would be like the best ones. Like you wake up and you have to get it down.
Yeah, yeah. I've probably had one little line come out of a dream. But yeah, I actually just before we started chatting, I've just written a my first ambient song,
Oh, really?
which I'm really stoked with.
What are you using to like create that?
I've just been discovering Logic. I've been using Logic for a while, but Shanna has a little external keyboard, MIDI keyboard. So I found an effect called Space Keys, and
Nice.
then nice, yeah. And then I was just playing with, like you would do with pedals, but on the computer. So playing with the feedback and reverb, delay. What's the other one? It's like an ambience. It was so cool. I have to send it to you.
Yeah, you should. That'd be sick.
There's all these like, it's really glitchy, and yeah. So maybe that's where I'm heading.
Yeah, do you think you might pursue the ambient genre? Maybe a release or something?
Yeah, maybe, maybe. Yeah, I'm feeling very, very inspired and prolific at the moment, actually.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Do you think that's got to do with being locked down or because you are just at home or? something
Yeah,
completely
completely.
different on. Yeah.
It's like I get home from work and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I'll just play music, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool that just like having the time to do it, like, and it does make you feel really good. It's not like you have to be like wait for the inspiration to strike, if you know what I mean. Like you can just come home and do it every day and feel good about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think, what's that saying that's like, you should be ready for when inspiration strikes. So if you're consistently writing, it might not all be the best, but it means that you have a practice. So when the inspiration does strike, you're there ready for it.
Yeah. To receive the transmission.
Yes, precisely. Do you like thinking about songwriting like that, as like a form of listening
Well, I think
or receiving?
I feel like the best songs that I have written have been like that, but it's like hard to, doesn't always happen. I do like sitting down and like trying to craft one, but then the special ones, sometimes it does just like pour out. And I think those are the ones that are the most special. I think I've heard
Yeah,
Neil
that's
Young
true.
talk about feeling like a radio. He's just like, yeah, transmitting frequencies or something.
Did you say you heard me talk
No,
about
Neil
it?
Young.
Oh, sorry, I didn't miss what you said. Yeah, Neil Young. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it is spoken about a bit, isn't it? And
So
I
you
think it
found,
takes away from. I was thinking it takes away from thinking about being a songwriter. It takes away the ego around it. So instead of thinking like this is me, and it's really reflective of me, you can be a bit more free because you're seeing it a little bit more outside of yourself.
yeah, I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah, that's how I started to think about it and to really let myself go wherever I want to go with songwriting, not confining myself to what I think it should be or sound like. Or
How is that difficult to do that? Like you're trying to go away from maybe where your impulses are leading you, or is that it's the other way around?
Yeah, it's never been like a forced thing. It's definitely something that I just enjoy doing. So yeah, with playing with this MIDI keyboard, I've been writing a bit more like pop. It sounds a bit more poppy to me, and using my voice, letting my voice be freer. Because I feel like in that record, Half Truths, it doesn't fully show all of my voice. It's more maybe about the songs and the songwriting to me.
Yeah.
So I think on the next thing, I want to kind of focus a bit more on my voice. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's Priscilla. Great, Priscilla.
Nice to meet you. To meet you.
That's the second one in a row where Priscilla's done that. Oh well, it's her house.
Oh yeah.
Our house.
So this is the podcast now, isn't it?
Yeah, this is.
We've started, haven't we?
Yeah, so I forgot to tell you that we're recording.
Yeah.
I just hit record as soon as you join. This is it. I think it's going really well.
Oh, good.
It's not the. It's just loose. Just yeah, pretty much what I said to you in Messenger. Well, I think we're figuring out what it's supposed to be as we go.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. I enjoy it as well. It's nice to catch up with people and other musicians. There's another cool podcast called Anonymous Musicians, which is in Melbourne, which is cool.
Yeah,
that I spoke on.
I saw that you'd done that. Has that got a a slant, or is that just
Yeah, it's based around mental health, musicians and mental health
yeah, nice?
is their focus. Yeah, but you have actually caught me on like a bit of a quiet. I'm having a quiet day today.
In a good way?
Yeah, I wish I had like a beer or some wine. So
Oh, right. um,
no,
you
I'm
need,
fine. I'm good. I
do
just
you need
have
to
like
unwind a bit?
yeah, I think I just like got out of this ambient song and yeah, and it's really moody here today. It's like very cloudy and lovely.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
Mm.
sunny here. I was going to say sunny and
It's
lovely.
always sunny in Newcastle.
Yeah.
You know the saying.
Are you
It is really
from
hard watching you all.
what? Because we're just out and about,
Yeah,
sort of thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Are you
But yes, I
from?
am from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it only recently you've moved to Melbourne?
Yes, yeah. I sort of fully moved here in like January, and then I spent the 2 years prior to that kind of going back and forward, spending 2 months here, spending 2 months in Newcastle. So it was a very all over the shop 2 years. And then I decided to make the move, and we've kind of been locked down ever since.
Good timing.
It's perfect timing, really. But I'm still happy here, so it's still good. But
Yeah.
I do miss Newcastle, and yeah, I grew up in Lake Macquarie in 1G.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Nice.
Do
I
you know
have
it?
one. I do know it because one of my high school friends was from there. So
Okay.
I've been to his house a few times near the
Yeah, it's a
lake.
pretty spot.
Yeah, it's really nice all around there. It's pretty beautiful.
Mm. Where did you grow up?
In Merriweather.
Okay.
So and
So you
I've been
surf.
yeah, I surf.
Everyone in Merriweather surfs.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've never really thought about it, but everyone surfs. I guess you
Yeah.
can't in 1G. Do you? I would assume that you like have a boat on the lake.
Yeah, I was going to
And
say we
then,
sailed. We did sailing
Mm.
and kayaking and fishing.
And both your parents
Yeah.
are creatives, aren't they?
Yeah. I grew up with lots of art and music. Yeah, my dad's like a poet gone conceptual artist. And my
Mhm.
mum was a abstract painter, oil painter. Yeah.
Nice. That would have,
Mm.
I'm sure, contributed to your creative output.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess it's, yeah, who knows? I guess if it's fostered from a young age, then you have more confidence, or it's always been like, it's like having a language that you think in, another language. But then you meet those people that didn't have it growing up, and they're the only sort of musicians or artists in their families, and they're really drawn to it. I always find
Yeah.
those people really interesting.
Do any come to
Sometimes
mind?
does anyone?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I know anyone like that. Like
My
my,
friend Jason Lowe. I don't know
yeah,
if you
I
know
know
him.
him. Yeah. The
Yeah,
slide
he grew
guitar.
up. Yeah, his family isn't musical, or
Yeah.
he didn't play an instrument till he was in high school,
Oh, really?
and he was just sort of very drawn to it.
Because he's
And
amazing.
seemed
Like you would think I don't know, like he's sort of
grown up doing it,
virtuosic.
or
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, he's one of those people, and there's definitely other people I've met that are like that. But yeah, so sometimes I wonder if I'm curious about what I would have been without following music so wholeheartedly. because I'm actually coming to a point in my life where I'm like, oh, I'm actually quite good at other things as well, and I get a lot of joy out of, yeah, like doing disability support work, and I want to do a master's and go back and study again. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, in some ways, I think I focused a bit too much on music in my 20s.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
terms of trying to make a career out of it?
In terms of attaching my identity to it so much that I don't think it gave me the drive that some other people have, or the yearning to find what you're interested in. Because I was always like, oh, I'm interested in music and that's what I do. Maybe I didn't push myself to explore other things. And then I've been doing that in the last year or last few years, and it's been really rewarding. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I like that perspective because I'm in the midst of my 20s and
Yeah.
I'm probably, yeah, maybe where you were
Were.
back then. Yeah.
Well, it seems like you're doing great things. I really liked that clip you brought out. Actually, I was really impressed.
Which one was that?
The DIY one where you had like the flashing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That one was weird because we'd sort of forgotten that the single was coming out, and we were jamming at Novatone, Gabe's
Mm.
place, and I was like, guys, we're supposed to have a film clip by next week. Like, what are we gonna do? And Max was like, oh, have you got your camera? Like, maybe we could try doing something here. And I
Oh,
just happened to
cool.
have it in my guitar case because I carry it around, and yeah, we just smashed it out, and I edited it together a few days later. And one of those things that came together so easily and quickly that it sort of just felt like that was what was meant
Right.
to happen.
Yeah, the transmission was
Yeah,
was on.
for a video clip. But it was bad
Yeah.
because it was sort of not bad, but that one went really well, and so everyone was like, "Oh, you guys be right to do another one
Oh
yourself."
no.
Like, and I was like, "Oh, geez, like I don't want to have this extra thing to do every time we put out a song now." But no,
Yeah, I ended up not doing any film clips for, like, I did two for the singles, Easier Fall and Dead or Alive. But I ended up not actually putting out a film clip for the EP for this year.
yeah,
I meant to, and I did have ideas, but sometimes I think it's okay just not to push those things as well.
definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of the bands that I really like don't really do film clips, and it's made me think: do you need to do them?
They're definitely good, but I think it's better to have a clip that you're really happy with, or like you have a really solid concept for, rather than just do one because you think you should do one. Like, there's no point. And yeah, I think that's where I kind of let go a bit. I did sort of half make one, and I'm hoping to kind of put that out a little bit, maybe like a snippet of it.
Is that the thing you put on Instagram for disdain? I
All
thought you made
right.
it.
Yeah, Shannon keeps saying I should put that whole thing out, but it's basically just that for another 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone's going to watch it till the end.
No, that's cool.
You think I should? All right.
Yeah,
Maybe.
do it. Drop it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get a bit of my like kind of silly humor side out, but often I think my humor's a bit missed by people. I tend to be like the only one that thinks I'm funny. And then I'm that person in a room where everybody laughs and I have no idea what I've done. It's funny. Like, I'm a bit out of step.
Yeah, that's actually happened to me a number of times.
Yeah.
But with our like the Dave page, it's been easy because it's me, Max, and Gabe. And if the three of us think it's funny, or like,
Yeah, you've got consensus on.
yeah, we can just do it and we don't care. Whereas I can imagine it'd be harder as a solo artist. No.
Yeah, and you're like, do I just think, or do my friends just think it's funny because it's me? Like, you don't know. So it's really interesting relationships with fans, like people that you know through them liking your music. Yeah, because I'm not really sure whether we'd get along as people, but or
Yeah,
whether they'd get who I am.
yeah, I've definitely met people who love our music, and yeah, but you don't click in a way that you would maybe expect to.
Okay. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, probably won't say anymore.
Yeah, let's move on.
I don't know if you want to talk about the. I saw the APRA mentorship thing you're doing with Washington, the Women in Music.
Yeah,
That's really cool. Has that
it is
started?
really cool. Yeah, it has. Like we had like an hour and a half conversation on the phone, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
And so we'll do like how many? Maybe another 5 or so sessions like that. But yeah, I feel really inspired by Megan.
That's
She's
awesome.
such a great person and writer, performer. Yeah.
Did you like choose her? Did you just get paired with her because they thought you would work well together or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's so I applied and then they, like, I guess a panel of people chose, I think it was maybe 10 or so finalists, and then they would send them to the mentor that they thought would suit. And yeah, Megan said that I was the only one that she wanted.
What a compliment.
Yeah, I was on a real high after that conversation.
Yeah.
Because to have someone of her esteem to think, to like my music and like what I was about was really cool.
Yeah.
And I look forward to having another meeting with her.
So is she helping you like with creative things or like navigating the industry? What sort of things, or just everything?
Yeah, basically you can kind of set it up how you want. So we have a few objectives, and then I was sort of coming up with things that I particularly wanted help with. And so it's everything from, like, I've sent her demos. She has an album coming out, I think, in like a week or so. So she's been obviously pretty caught up with all that. But yeah, so I've sent her like a bunch of demos, and then she's also helping me, like, pair me with producers that she might think that I would work well with, that she's worked with.
Cool.
So that's sort of where we've gotten so far. And then I think after speaking with her, I've now been able to think of like more questions or things that I might want her advice or help on.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
are you preparing for a new release soon or something, or are you just taking it easy for now?
Well, I'm hoping I've like given myself a bit of a break, like releasing the EP.
Yeah.
But I would love to get something out this year or early next. Like I'm definitely working on things a lot at the moment in any way I can. Like, it's pretty hard being at home. Like, I'm not able to rehearse with the band. And it's a bit frustrating because I'd done 2 days recording the new material with the band in Newcastle, but we haven't been able to get beyond that. So that's what's making me sort of turn a little bit to writing some more electronic-y stuff, because I can actually do it from my studio.
Yeah.
A bit more easily remotely, or I have to start looking for people in Melbourne to work with once everything opens up again.
Yeah. would be a difficult time to be trying to make connections in a new place.
It isn't. Isn't like I already have a lot of connections here, and the internet is a
It's a great thing.
wild thing that I need to use less of, I think, at the moment. Because it's just a really weird. Have you ever seen The Masked Singer?
No.
Oh my gosh, you have to
What's
watch
that?
it. It makes me feel like the world just went somewhere, like Australia just went somewhere, and I didn't know that they were going to go there.
Wait, so what is it?
Okay, so basically they get these celebrity singers to dress up in these big puppets. Like there's like a Ned Kelly puppet, and there's a big sloth and a big cactus. These are like, Katie Noonan was on it today.
Right.
And she's in a big sloth suit, singing this amazing song. And then they have these panelists, who are also famous. And they have to guess who's under the suit. But it's just like stimulation overload, and it's really wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find that.
You should watch it.
Yeah.
Why did I go there?
We're talking about the internet.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, I think my social skills are like really plummeting as well.
Yeah, mine aren't great at the best of times.
Yeah, exactly. I've put a lot of practice into being socially, normal, and I think I'm losing it a little bit.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm writing a love album.
A love album.
It's all love songs.
Sick. Because the last EP was a lot about you used the word cathartic a lot, I think, when you were like posting about it. And yeah,
that EP is about going crazy, I was having a mental breakdown when I wrote those songs,
and now you turned it around, you're writing love songs.
Well, the funny thing is that all of the songs that I'm like working on at the moment, I've wrote in my earlier 20s. Some of them are actually probably over about 7 years, these songs are.
Wow.
But yeah, there wasn't one single love song in the EP. So now I just want to go like all love songs. And I want it to follow. I'm giving away all my secrets, but it's okay.
We get exclusives.
Exclusive interview. I want it to follow like falling in love, the romantic period, and then maybe like the troubles, and then have some kind of resolution at the end. I want it to be like quite conceptual.
Nice.
In that sense. So
have you written, is it going to be like I've been listening to Andy Schauf a lot lately. Do you listen?
Yeah.
And like his latest album, Neon Skyline, is very narrative driven, and
all his albums are really concept.
Yeah, the party. Is yours going to be that sort of conceptual, or is it going to be a little bit more vague?
Yeah, we'll see. I was thinking about that. I'm like, if I box myself in too much, then some of the songs might not fit. But I think I want it to follow a general theme. And then I'd actually like it to finish with these sort of metaphorical, this couple maybe splitting up, but maybe writing like a love song about someone that you used to be with but you still love them. Like I want it to go to that full circle where you're just so glad that you met that person and that you're able to have a friendship with them. And I have some quite good relationships with people that I've been with, so I want it to kind of come in that full circle. Yeah.
Nice. That sounds really cool.
Yes. We'll see.
It helps. It's helped me in the past, like when you sort of, you have that path to follow, and even if you don't end up exactly going that way, that's helped you get there, like having that sort of insight.
Yeah, like anything, you have to, even in, you know, in this pandemic world we're living in, everything's really uncertain. Like, we don't know when this is going to be over or what's going to happen, but you have to believe, you have to have hope, and you have to be working towards something. But then you also have to be flexible that things might change. Like, it's just, yeah, it's very important for us humans to have something to work towards.
Yeah, that's great.
Apparently the most popular book at the Readings book store in Melbourne is The Happiest Man on Earth. Have you heard of it?
I don't know what it is. I feel like I've heard the title.
Well, it's about a Holocaust survivor and him talking through how he survived, and he talks a lot about having hope. And I actually tried to read it, and I found it I found it a bit difficult to read.
Okay.
But
that's what the general population are
that's what
looking for at the
the
moment.
people of Melbourne
Wow.
are reading.
Yeah, right. I always find with books like that, like, oh, everyone's reading it, I should give it a go. I never like those books.
Yeah, it's another thing, like The Masked Singer, that you're like, who am I? Like, am I like such a misstep from mainstream society? Yeah, like 50 Shades of Grey. I've never sure.
I didn't even give that one a go. I didn't feel obliged.
I was working at a bookshop when it got really popular.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I didn't ever read it.
Yeah, okay. What with it?
Anyway, I could go into my theories.
Yeah.
Save it for another podcast.
I feel like maybe this is a good time to wrap.
Did I say enough about the fact that I just released an EP, and I'm very excited about it?
Do you want to tell it? We can talk more about it for sure.
No, I just mean, like, I'm just always really bad at staying on topic. But
this everyone
for anyone
I've
that's
done.
Listening.
The one with
it took me a long time to record that thing, so it would be really cool to just share it and have people listen to it.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure how much our platform is gonna help you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad someone's optimistic about that.
It is great, and I think people will connect to it a lot. It's been out 2 weeks now, nearly 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to all the previous episodes.
Oh, they're not out yet.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just stocking up.
We're stocking up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the plan is. Soon, they're coming out soon. I've got to edit them on iMovie.
I love editing on iMovie. That's my other favorite pastime.
I was imagining I was going to go through and be like chopping up the conversations, but then like I did the first couple, I'm like, well, I don't need to, and I'm just making more work for myself. So it's probably just going to be
raw.
Just raw. This is part of it.
No filter. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't swear too much.
No, I don't think.
I actually don't swear very much. At all.
Really? Good.
Yeah, I don't swear, except sometimes.
Except sometimes.
See, I'm a contradictory character.
Do you have to try hard not to? You just don't.
No, I do swear sometimes. That's why it was funny that I said
okay.
I don't swear. Yeah.
That's one of those jokes that maybe you would just get?
It's just I think's funny. I've just written a song called "I Don't Know Myself at All," so that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm always like that.
Nice to
Anyway,
talk to you.
yeah, you too. Thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You've turned my day around.
Oh, glad to hear that. Okay, well,
Okay.
I'll see you soon. Bye.